Good morning, children. Welcome to the online class. Today we are going to revise the lesson from civics part. Civics part already I have revised 4 lessons. Today we are going to revise the 5th lesson, that is local self-government. Local self-government. Now we revise one by one. First revise the one-word answers, followed by 2 mark and 5 mark. Okay, first, which committee was appointed by the Planning Commission in 1985? The answer is C option, that is G.V.K. Rao. That under the head of this G.V.K. Rao, the Planning Commission in 1995 is set up. The Uttaramerur stone inscription show evidences of prevalent local self-government during the Chola period in Tamil Nadu. In Chola period, ancient period, there was a local self-government that is known as Kudavalai system that was followed by the Cholas. That is ancient period. That was the evidence of prevalent local self-government. The 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment Act was enacted during the year 1992. 1992, 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment took place. Amendment means making slight changes in the Constitution. Fourth one, District Collector acts as the Inspector of Village Panchayat. District Collector will inspect the village panchayats. Village level, there is a local administration that is known as Village Panchayat, that is inspected by the District Collector. Fill in the blanks. Lord Ripon is known as the father of local government. Was British Governor General. He introduced the local self-government in India. So he was known as the father of local government. Restoration of Panchayat has become an article of faith during our freedom struggle. Panchayats, that is local administration. The power is divided into the local level, so we are getting the local administration. Local people get benefits in the village level. Third one, the Kudavalai was the name of the secret ballot method exercised to elect members of the village council during the Chola period. The local administration of the Chola period, they elect the members for the local administration during the Chola period. That method is known as Kudavolai system. They will take the Kudam and they will write their names and roll the paper and put in the Kudam, and nearby one small boy will be standing. The boy will be asked to take that lot, which name is there in that lot. They will be announced as the elected person. That is Kudavolai system during the Chola period. Local government which function in village are called village panchayat. The local government, the local self-government, village level administration is known as village panchayat. Then the next one, executive officer look after the administration of the town panchayat. It is a government officer appointed by the government. He will look after the administration in the town panchayat. Then the match the following: Jilla Parishad, district level, Jilla means district level administration is known as Jilla Parishad. Gram Sabhas in the village level administration is known as Gram Sabhas. Then ward committees are found in the municipalities. Town areas are found in the municipalities. There the ward committees will be there. Panchayat Union, head of the Panchayat Union is called chairman of the Panchayat Union. Corporation level, that is city level called corporation. Say for example, Chennai corporation is there. In Tamil Nadu about 12 corporations. Head of the corporation is known as mayor. Mayor is the head of the corporation. Then the fourth one, find out the correct statement. Here 4 statements are mentioned here. The third statement is correct. The municipal commissioner will be a person from the Indian Administration Service. He is appointed by the government. He is IAS officer. His qualification is IAS, Indian Administrative Officer. He want to complete the IAS. He will be appointed by the government as municipal commissioner. Then the fourth point also correct statement. In village panchayat, the president and ward members are elected by the people. In village panchayat, the president and ward members are elected by the people. These 2 statements are correct, third and fourth. Then give short note. Name the taxes levied by the village panchayat. That is page number 274. Page number 274, taxes heading. There are different taxes given. All these taxes collected in the panchayats. All the taxes are collected in the village panchayat. This is the income to the government. Property tax, professional tax, house tax, tax for connection of drinking water, land tax, taxes levied on shop. These are all the taxes are collected in the village panchayat. This is the income to the government. List out the salient features of Tamil Nadu Panchayat Raj Act 1994. Panchayat Raj Act which passed in the year 1994. What are the salient features of the Panchayat Raj Act of 1994? Page number 273. Salient features. Panchayat Raj Act of Tamil Nadu Panchayat Raj Act 1994. Page number 273, salient features of the Tamil Nadu Panchayat Raj Act 1994. Some points are given here. According to the Panchayat Raj Act of 1994, a 3-tier system, that is district level, taluk level and the village level. A 3-tier system, district panchayat, municipalities and the village panchayat. Gram Sabha, every village Gram Sabha is there. Once in 4 times in a year, the Panchayat Gram Sabha will be held. Establishment of election commission. Election commission is there to conduct the local body election. The local body election will be conducted by the election commission. It is conducted once in 5 years. Constitution of Finance Commission, reservation of seats for SC/STs. SC/ST seats are, some seats are reserved for the SC/STs. There only the candidates belong to the SC/ST community only contest in that particular reserved seats. One-third of the population reserved the seats for women. One-third of the seats of the local body is reserved for women. Women candidates also contesting in the local body election. For them, one-third of the seats are reserved. Constitution of district planning committees. There is a constitution for the district planning committees. These are all the features of the amendment of the Panchayat Raj Act 1994. All these points mentioned here. Then the third question mentioned the important functions of the village panchayat. That also page number 273 mentioned the important functions of the village panchayat. Under the functions of the village panchayat, some points are mentioned here. Supply of drinking water. This is the main function of the village panchayat. The water supply, giving the house connection and all for drinking purpose, they are supplying the water. Purified water. That is a responsibility of the village panchayat. Drinking water, supplying the purified drinking water for the village people. Maintenance of street lights. This is another responsibility of a village panchayat. Every village roads, every village are connected by roads. The roads, there will be a street light. Maintaining the street light is the responsibility of the village panchayat. Maintenance of roads. Village roads, maintenance of village roads, repairing the village roads, newly laying, wherever the roads are necessary, they will lay the roads. That is maintenance of roads. Maintenance of village libraries. Every village there must be a library. That is important function of the village panchayat. Maintenance of small bridges. Small bridges will be there, maintained by the village panchayats. Granting permission to the housing plots. Housing plots permission granted by the village panchayat for the housing plots. House you want to construct means you have to get the permission from the village panchayat. Maintenance of drainage. Drainage maintenance. Cleanliness, maintaining the cleanliness of the village is important. So, maintenance of drainage is the responsibility of village panchayat. Constructing of group houses. The village panchayat, people, those who are needed the house for poor people, they give the house, free houses. Cleaning streets, cleaning tidiness, cleanliness is the important function of the village panchayat. Cleaning of street is also the responsibility of the village panchayat. Maintenance of burial grounds, graveyards, that is come under the responsibility of the village panchayat. Maintenance of common lavatory facilities. These are all the functions of the village panchayat. These are two more questions. That is, which are the voluntary functions of the local governments? That also page number 273. Which are the voluntary functions of the local governments? Page number 273, under the heading voluntary functions, some functions are mentioned here. Maintenance of street lights in the villages, maintenance of markets and fairs. voluntarily some committee will be there to maintain these all these functions. Implantation of trees, maintenance of playgrounds, maintaining the health facilities, and implantation, cutting the old trees and planting new trees, growing the new trees, maintenance of parking vehicles, slaughterhouses, and cattle sheds. These are all the responsibility of these are all the voluntary functions of village panchayat. Control over places of exhibition. Control over places of exhibition. All these functions are mentioned under the voluntary functions of the village panchayat. Some voluntary group of people come forward voluntarily and do all these works. Name the urban local governments. Name the urban local governments. Page number 275, urban local governments. Here mentioned town panchayat, municipality, corporation. Town panchayat, that is town areas. Town area, the local body is known as town panchayat. Municipality, little big cities found in the municipalities. Then corporation, found in the bigger cities. Let's say, for example, Chennai corporation, Madurai corporation, Trichy corporation. That is very big cities. The local body found in the very big cities, that is known as corporation. Small towns, municipalities, and small towns and all town panchayat. These are all the urban local government. Urban local government. Urban areas, city areas. This type of local body is found, that is urban local government. Answer in detail. First one, write in detail about the salient features of the 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment Act 1992. That is page number 273. Page number 272 and 3. Salient features of the 73rd and 74th Constitution Amendment Act of 1992. First, the 73rd and 74th Amendment, the Constitution, they made changes, slight changes in the 73rd and 74th. Mostly about, it says about the local self-government. First point, panchayat and municipalities will be institution of self-government. It is giving more freedom for the local bodies, that is especially panchayat, that is village level, and municipalities in the towns will be institution. Panchayat means village level, municipalities means the town level. These are the institutions, the self-government. Grama Sabhas and ward committees comprising. This self-government comprises Grama Sabhas. In the village level, Grama Sabhas will be there. Municipalities, ward committees will be there. 3-tier system of panchayat at village, taluk and district levels. 3-tier system. The amendment of the 73rd and 74th, the Constitution says about the 3-tier system of the local self-government. That is village level, taluk level and district level. Village level, taluk level and district level local bodies. Seats at all levels filled by direct elections. Directly elected members. All these local body members are directly elected by the people. They are elected for 5-year term. Seats reserved for chairpersons of the panchayats at all levels also shall be reserved in proportion to their population. Population based, the people will contest in the election based on the proportion of the population. They will elect the chairperson of the village panchayat. 1/3 of the total number of the seats reserved for women. Every local self-government, local body election, 1/3 seats are reserved for women. Nowadays, many women candidates also contesting the election because for them the seats are reserved. Where the seats are reserved for the women, there men candidate cannot contest. That is only meant for women. That is 1/3 of the seats are reserved for women. The term is 5 years. The local body election all uniformly 5-year term. The members are elected for 5-year term. Then the second question, describe the major problems and challenges faced by the local self-government. That is page number 276. There are some challenges, problems and challenges in the local self-governments. There are some problems and challenges faced by the local self-government, that is mentioned in the page number 276. 276 last, problems and challenges facing the local self-government. Third line, the local self-government adds more significance to their functioning. Local self-government says about more significance, importance of their functioning. There are cover a few critical concerns in the working of local self-government in India. There are some critical that is, some criticisms are there in the local self-government. Major problems here mentioned 3 or 4 problems and challenges mentioned below. First one, lack of clear demarcation of powers and functions of local bodies. Among the local bodies, there is no power boundaries. There is no power boundaries marking limit of power, demarking the limit of the power. Limit of the power is not mentioned clearly among these local bodies. Allocation of funds and needs assessment are not matched. Sometimes almost all the time they are allocating very less amount for the to construct the roads, bridges and all. They are allocating very less amount. That is, allocation of funds and needs assessment are not matched. Role of caste, class, religion in decision making at the local self-government. There is influence. There will be influence of the caste, class and religion in the local self-government. That also one of the problems of this local self-government. And poor accountability, poor responsibility of elected members. The elected members all are not working efficiently. They are irresponsible sometimes. They are irresponsible. These are all the challenges and problems mentioned in the local self-government. These problems are facing nowadays the local self-government. So all these answers are revised from this lesson. Okay, learn all these lessons. Thank you.